Your future is too important to leave in the hands of someone else. Your success comes down to how you answer these 3 questions. What do you want? How badly do you want it? And what are you prepared to sacrifice in order to achieve it? Now, these questions are designed to agitate you, they're designed to make you angry, and they're designed to piss you off. You're supposed to be mad at yourself. I'm Dave Lorenzo, I'm the Godfather of Growth, and this is the Inside BS Show. Today we're talking about your future and how you can achieve your goals no matter what they are. Now, I open the show with those 3 questions, and here's the thing. The reason those 3 questions make you angry is because of the word sacrifice. But make no mistake about it. You will give up one thing to achieve something else. If you want to achieve your goals, you're going to have to give up who you are right now. The person you are today is not the person you need to be in order to achieve your goals. 2 weeks ago, Nicola, my business partner, and I hosted our master's group. This is a group of highly motivated entrepreneurs that we work with, and we do what we call accountability coaching with them. We ask them what they want, and we coach them up, and we hold them accountable so that they never forget what they've told us they want. We help keep them motivated so they can achieve it. And in that meeting, there was a person who had just started a business. And this person has a fantastic attitude. This person is incredibly intelligent. And this person has wonderful people skills. And when this person was articulating the goals that they have, number 1, the goals were too low. And number 2, I turned to the person and I said, how do you see yourself? And they had really good answers to that question. They saw themselves as an entrepreneur. They saw themselves as an independent business owner. They saw themselves as someone who wanted freedom in their lives to be able to do whatever they wanted to do when they wanted to do it. And those are all wonderful things for an entrepreneur to aspire to. And I said, when you close your eyes, I want you to see yourself as the CEO of a $50 million company. Now, this person had some clients and they were successful, they were doing well, and they had a great foundation, but they weren't doing $1 million in revenue at the time. They had just started their business 2 months prior, and they had gotten off to a really great fast start. But the look on their face when I said, you need to see yourself as a $50 million CEO right now was one of astonishment. There's so much dissonance. There's such a gap between where that person is today and being a $50 million CEO that it's hard for them to envision it. So part of the work that I'm going to be doing with this person in particular is reinforcing their mindset that they are a $50 million CEO. I'm going to explain to them that I work with $50 million CEOs and they have everything they need right now to be a $50 million CEO. I will point out qualities and traits that they're exhibiting that $50 million CEOs exhibit. I'm going to ask them to read biographies of people who are billion-dollar CEOs and model the behavior that they see in those biographies. Because here's the thing. The difference between you and a billion-dollar CEO is the way you behave. That's it. It's the way you act. It's the things you do every day that make all the difference. So there are 5 qualities that we instill in our clients who are part of our master's program. We instill these qualities in them by constantly challenging them to embody these qualities. And the first is confidence. We demonstrate to them that they are no different than the people who have the success that they want to achieve. The difference is that these people have behaved differently, but they are not different people. In fact, all of the people who we work with, who are $50 million, $100 million, $200 million, billion-dollar CEOs, all of those people are incredibly flawed people. I've built a business that was $50 million in annual revenue. I built a business that was $250 million in annual revenue, and I am an incredibly flawed person. The difference between me and you, if you haven't achieved that level of success, is that I've done what needed to be done in order to get to those levels of success. I've taken the action. I've given up things that needed to be given up. And we'll talk about sacrifice in a moment, because that's the thing that's sticking in your mind right now. Sacrifice. You're thinking, oh, I don't want to give up time with my family. Oh, I don't want to give up the nice house that I have. If I give up my job, I might not be able to pay my mortgage. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make that sacrifice. I don't want to make the sales calls because I might get rejected, and that rejection is going to hurt me, and I'm not ready to be hurt like that. I don't want to sacrifice my pride. I don't want to sacrifice my dignity. We're going to get to that in a moment. Here are the 5 qualities you need to have in order to be the $50 million, the $100 million CEO, in order for you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. The first is confidence. And this confidence is you eliminating your limiting beliefs. In our master's program, the very first thing we do is we make sure you see the other people who've achieved the success you want to achieve. The reason that this is a peer group is because there are people who are at different places along the journey. Imagine yourself walking to a destination, and there are people who are 10 steps ahead of you, there are people who are 20 steps ahead of you, there are people who are 50 steps ahead of you, there are also people who are 5 steps behind you or 10 steps behind you, and you all come together at a rest stop on a quarterly basis. And that's what this master's program is. It's the rest stop on your journey where you get together with other people who are on the journey ahead of you, some people who are on the journey behind you, and you compare notes and you talk about how you feel about what's going on the journey. Oh, I had to climb this mountain and it was really hard, but when I got to the top, I felt amazing. And then I walked downhill for 2 miles and it felt really good to walk down the hill, but then I looked and I saw another mountain ahead of me and I was worried that I couldn't climb that mountain, but I looked, and at the top of the mountain was this person, and they point to the person across the table who was waving at me, and they said, you can do it, I'm up here, come join me. That's the metaphor for our coaching meetings in our master's program. It's a group of people encouraging one another. It's a group of people demonstrating that they're flawed humans, but they still can have the success they deserve because they're willing to put in the work. But it's not just hard work. It's a different type of work. And that's the other element of this. And that's what will give you the confidence. They will share with you the secrets that you've been missing in order to achieve the success you deserve. You're wondering what's left out of the recipe because you keep trying to make this cake, and sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't taste the way you want it to taste because you're missing 1 or 2 ingredients from the recipe. And this master's program, the group of peers that are together, the process we put you through for our 2-day retreats, it gives you the recipe that you can use to bake the cake that you deserve in the next 90 days, in the 90 days that follow the time when we meet. So the confidence comes from being with other people in the room who are also on the journey, people who are ahead of you, who've done what you want to do. That's where the confidence comes from. The second element that leads to your success is your discipline. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dave, I tried to go to the gym, and every time I go to the gym, I do it for 2 weeks, and then I have to stop because something comes up in my life. I'm not great at discipline. Discipline is simply prioritizing the needs of your future self. That's all it is. It's putting the needs of your future self ahead of the needs of yourself today. In our master's program, you will write down the things you want to accomplish in the next 90 days. And we will reverse engineer those things so that there are habits, there are behaviors that you will do each day. And then at the end of the 90 days, again, those 90 days go by in the blink of an eye. When you return to that room with your peers, you will announce what you did each day and how it led to you achieving at least a portion of your goal for the rest of the year. In between that 90-day meeting, you'll be meeting with me. You'll be meeting with Nicola. We will be helping you. We will be encouraging you. We will be removing the barriers from your success. You can meet with us every week in a group format. You will meet with us one-on-one at least once each month, and we will help you by removing those barriers and enabling your success and maintaining your discipline. You are not alone in this program. You are never alone. The third element is leadership. And leadership is simply behaving as you would if you were in the role you want to become when no one is around. And I'm going to say that again. It's behaving as you would if you were already in the role you want to become when no one is around. So when you're in your office by yourself, you behave like the $50 million CEO. When you're in your office by yourself, you behave like the $100 million CEO. And you say to yourself, in this next 1 hour block, what would the $100 million CEO do? Would the $100 million CEO vacuum the floor, or would the $100 million CEO make a call to establish a strategic alliance? Well, the $100 million CEO would make the phone call to try to establish the strategic alliance. They would call 20 people until they got at least one on the phone to have the conversation with them. That's what the $100 million CEO would do. Leadership is behaving as you would if you were already at the level of success and doing it while nobody is watching. We help you in the master's program by defining what that behavior will look like, and by asking you to take a behavioral inventory at the beginning and the end of each day. And then we have a discussion with you about your behavior as a leader. At the end of each 90-day period, your growth as a leader has been astronomical. You look back and you can't believe where you started and where you've gotten to. We had a meeting just yesterday with one of our clients who's part of this master's program group. She has only been in the program for 2 months, and she said to us she is amazed at the level of progress she has made in the last 60 days. I will tell you that the progress she's made in the last 60 days is because she's transformed into the leader of a business that is 20 times bigger than the business she is currently running. And she's behaving like that person right now. That's leadership. The fourth element is gratitude. Each day we will encourage you to write down the things for which you are grateful, the things that you accomplished that made you feel really, really good. We will have you write down at least 3 things that you've done at the end of each day that make you feel like you are fulfilling your dream, you are fulfilling your mission to be the CEO that you set out to be. If you're a $100 million business CEO now, you're a $100 million business owner, you're writing down 3 things that you did today that you're grateful for that puts you on the path to becoming a $1 billion CEO. If you're doing $200,000 in revenue and you want to go to $1 million, you're writing down the 3 things that you did today that put you on the path to be that $1 million business owner. You're going to write down what you're grateful for, the behavior that you exhibited that you're grateful for, that puts you on that path. That gratitude is your fuel, it's your motivation, and you're doing it at the end of the day so that when you put your head on the pillow and you go to sleep, you dream about your success because you're taking action each day to achieve it. These are the three things I want you thinking about, reflecting on, that you did today that reinforce that persona that you are the $50 million, the $100 million CEO. You're grateful that you did the activity that put you on the path to being that CEO. Then the final element is enjoyment. In our master's program, one of the biggest things we do is we create a fun environment. We create an environment with people who are full of joy. My mission as the person who's the curator of this community is to be a source for clarity, for calm, and for joy. Things are going to happen along the way, and I want you to remain calm at all times. And I am here, Nicola is here, to talk you down off the ledge when things get crazy. We're a source of calm for you. We've seen it all. We've had money. I've been broke. No matter where you are on that continuum, I can empathize. That doesn't mean that I like it. That doesn't mean that you like it. But I understand where you are in the journey. I have made every mistake you can possibly make. I've done some stupid things. And I'm successful today. So I am here to listen when you make mistakes, to tell you that everything's going to be all right, and then to get you back on track. So do not be discouraged. Reach out. Do not get depressed. Reach out. We are here to keep you not only on an even keel, but to be a source of enjoyment for you. Because here's the thing. The journey from 0 to 1 million is fun. The journey from 1 million to 5 million is fun. The journey from 5 million to 20 million is incredibly fun. And we want you to enjoy the journey with your peers in the master's program, and we want you to enjoy your journey with us. The day you enroll in our program, everything changes for you. Because the investment you make in our program, and it is a substantial financial investment, but it is a financial investment that every business owner who's got a business that's doing at least $200,000 or more, it's an investment you can afford for sure. You may have to sacrifice something else. You may have to sacrifice a $1,500 a month car payment. Make a $500 a month car payment and you can join our master's program. It's fine. You'll sacrifice a little today to live like other people can't tomorrow. So the journey that you'll be on with us is enjoyable. That enjoyment begins the day you make the investment in yourself. And the financial investment is one thing. But the emotional investment is everything. And that's where the enjoyment comes from. The minute you walk into the room with us, with your peers, you have a team of people that is on your side, that has your back, that is fighting for you. And you've made an emotional investment in yourself. And that's the missing ingredient. I'm selling you today, not on our program, but I'm selling you on your future. You can do it on your own, but it'll be harder. Our program is a shortcut for you to embrace the future you deserve now so that you can achieve that future in 12, 24, or 36 months. The transformation begins between your ears, and you need to ask yourself, what do you want? How badly do you want it? And are you prepared to make the sacrifice to get it? We are here. We want to help you. We want to enjoy your success with you, and we want to enable you to become that $50 million, that $100 million, that $200 million CEO. If you're ready to take the next steps, reach out to me and I'll talk you through how to apply for our master's program. Your future is too important to leave in the hands of someone else. Embrace your future. Be prepared to do the work and give me a call. I'm Dave Lorenzo. I'm the Godfather of Growth, and we're here every day at 6 a.m. And I'm sitting by the phone right now, waiting for you to call me. Thanks for listening to this edition of the Inside BS Show. My name is Dave Lorenzo. If you'd like to apply to be a part of our community, please join us by completing your application directly with me on the phone. You can call me at 786-436-1986, 786-436-1986. I can't wait to speak with you. Join us by calling me today.